Welcome to Wikipedia Wednesday, episode number 2. Today we're hitting the random article button on Wikipedia. I'll take a few minutes to learn about it, and then I'll try to teach us all something new. Let's see what we can do. Alright, today is a guy named Kenny Clayton. Let's see what we can learn. 10 minutes on the clock. And go. So here's what I learned about Kenny Clayton. Alright, so he was born in 1936. By the age of 21, he was already establishing himself as a talented musician, pianist, accompanist, writer, producer, and was getting on all these variety shows throughout the years to really get his name out there. And so he started working the variety circuit, and then he was like, I want to start doing my own thing. So he started writing his own music. He released this song, which made it on a TV show, and then from there it was almost like his career started skyrocketing. So there's not really a lot about him in the early stages of his career, but I thought this was super interesting. He worked with all of these people that I didn't know their names, but then when you look on their Wikipedia pages, so he worked with Dick Haynes, who was apparently one of the most popular male vocalists of the 1940s and 50s. He worked with Shirley Bassey, who's best known for being the voice of 3 or more of the James Bond theme songs, which is in that new Disney Plus documentary, If These Walls Could Sing. And I was like, I know I've seen that person somewhere. And she's literally the one that's like, Goldfinger. So yeah, that's her. And then Matt Monro, the man with the golden voice, okay, the most perfect baritone in the world, product of Kenny Clayton. Robin Gibb, member of the Bee Gees. Ever heard of them before? Well, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. Amazing. Priscilla Maria Veronica White, Celia Black. Never heard of her, but apparently she was really popular. This guy was all over the place. The guy who did the Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Roger Whittaker. Goodness gracious. The dude was working the circuit, okay? So that's what he did in like the main stage of his life for the 60s, 70s, that kind of thing. That was really his heyday of where his popularity was growing, and he worked as a musical director for all of those people, which is a pretty great resume. And then he started putting work out there for scored films. I'm trying to see if I know any of these movies. I've never seen. That's a pretty cool poster. So yeah, he made all these films. He did music for spoken word albums, musical director for other series and specials. He was even commissioned to write a 9-minute tone poem, which I don't know what that is, but that sounds amazing. And then he released his own work with an homage to Frank Sinatra. And then he split his time between London and this place. So I guess working with the Bee Gees and the girl who sang the Goldfinger song and all that other stuff really paid off for him, because he seemed to be doing pretty well for himself. And then he would play in the Alley Cat Saloon with his friend Paul Ryan. So here's Paul Ryan. I bet that's Kenny Clayton. Maybe. It'd be crazy if it was. It's probably not, but it's nice to dream sometimes. Okay? So here's the really sad ending to the story. So his friend Paul Ryan died in August of 22. And then shortly after, he died in October. at the age of 96. So, actually, he died. Oh. I got that wrong. He died in 1992. So, I was going to tell you this cool story about how they were lifelong friends, and when one died, the other one died. But no, he was alive for about 30 years after Paul Ryan died. So, pretty cool, though, that they would still play shows together and stuff like that. Wait, then that doesn't make sense. In 2011 and 2012, he played on several occasions in London with his longtime friend Paul Ryan. This Wikipedia page has got to be wrong. Crooner. Let's see if this is the same guy. Now we've got a conspiracy on our hands. So I searched crooner, right? Let's see what pops up. Around Soho, oh, of course. Well, this said he died in obituary. Let's see. See if this is him. Not that guy. Okay. Paul Ryan obituary, London. So when did he die? Okay, I like my story better. So unless it's this is him. Look. So this person interviewed her in 69. He died. So yeah, this Wikipedia page is a liar. The Paul Ryan. My story is a better story. Okay, Paul Ryan and Kenny Clayton were yucking it up in the Alley Cat venue in Denmark Street on London. Okay, look at that. It's beautiful. They were just ripping up shows till they were both kicking the bucket. And one of them died in like September or October. And then Kenny was like, well, I can't just play piano. I got to have my crooning buddy. So he couldn't handle it. And it's that whole thing of when your best friend or somebody you love is gone. That's what I think, at least. I could be wrong. But there you go. I mean, now you can go listen to all these songs from Kenny Clayton, the jazz musician aficionado. And when you hear the Bee Gees, or you hear the Goldfinger song, or you hear Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, you will know that it was a product of this man, of Kenny Clayton. Look at this guy. I mean, look at him. That's a bad man right there. He just looks like the kind of man that would be writing hits. Look at that. Okay? Kenny Clayton. Did not know anything about him until today, and hopefully you now know something about him. And if you didn't, well, if you didn't learn anything, at least you know to go look. So there it is. That's Kenny Clayton. This was Wikipedia Wednesday, episode 2. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
And Kenny points a moral